Finally, we can show you guys the new cinema camera from Nikon, the Nikon ZR. And this camera uses the red color science.
Yeah, and we have been using it for the past month or so, and we are going to show you some test footage and our experience from using it, because we have really been putting it through its paces. Nikon kind of hired us to make a series. We're making 6 episodes.
So each episode in the series had one creator that was going to create something with the camera. The creator had a camera like this. You filmed behind the scenes or the documentary with the ZR, and I also brought the ZR. So we have a lot of experience with it, a lot of footage.
We have like 30 terabytes of footage on our server.
30 terabytes?
Yeah, because we have both the RED files and the ProRes 444 file, but anyway, we have like 15 terabytes of RED RAW footage. So
we can't wait to show you guys. But first, let's go through the Nikon ZR specs. First off, it has a full-frame 6K sensor. You can shoot RED RAW 12-bit, NRAW, ProRes RAW, ProRes, and H.265 and H.264 in 10-bit and 8-bit. The RED RAW codec is R3D NE. The NE stands for Nikon Edition. It's a little bit different to be able to match the Nikon sensor. It produces the red wide gamut RGB color space. The camera can shoot 6K up to 60 frames, 4K up to 120 frames, even in RED RAW, and 240 frames in HD. When shooting in 120 frames 4K, the camera does crop on the sensor. The camera has a dual ISO of 800 and 6400 and 15 plus stops dynamic range. It has a really good IBIS and autofocus, and 32-bit float internal sound recording, so no more being afraid of the sound levels in camera. It also has an OZO sound feature for enhanced microphone recording. It has a 4-inch touchscreen with the highest resolution and brightness in its class. It's a fanless design, and it can record 95 minutes constant recording with a single battery. You can upload proxy files directly to Frame.io by connecting the camera to your phone. When it comes to the outputs and inputs of the camera, it has a mini jack microphone input, a mini jack headphone output, a micro HDMI output, and a USB-C connection. The camera has one card slot for CF Express Type B. And a really nice thing is that the camera will cost under 2,500 euros.
I think Nikon's goal with this camera is that you do not have to rig it up. And I think that's also Nikon's idea on this, because they have a micro HDMI, which people are not loving for rigging up their cameras. This is going to be the primary monitor that you're using with this camera. And making a bigger HDMI cable port is going to make the camera bigger, and they really wanted to keep this small, I think.
So if you happen to shoot something with a bigger setup, like we did in the ice cream store, I would have used a cage, and I would just add a clamp to attach the HDMI, because then it will not break. You will see a lot of test footage in this video, and also how we shot a commercial using the RED RAW codec. But first, this was the creator's first impression of the camera.
Hi Roxy.
Hello Anders.
Wow, so this is the main event.
Here it is.
Hi Anders.
It's the camera.
Oh, there it is.
It's very light.
Wow, it feels like it was meant to be in my hands.
I can't believe how small and light it is, and the screen. Wow.
The big screen is definitely a big plus for me.
What are you most excited about when it comes to this camera?
RED RAW, dual native ISO.
And a lot of my documentary work has struggled with a lot of the issues that this camera sort of fixes.
So what they say about this camera is that you might not need an external microphone, you might not need an external monitor. What do you think, Morten? You've been shooting with this camera now in this series, behind the scenes, running around.
We had external sound, of course, because it's a documentary series, but I was only using the built-in monitor. And I was doubting if it was going to actually be big enough, but it was actually fine working with it. It's just over that limit, I think, that it is big enough that you can actually trust what you're seeing on the monitor and checking the focus, which to me is the most important thing.
Yeah, I think it was very fun to also read about the sound, and that's the first time actually I've been so excited about the sound, the internal sound of a camera, the OZO sound feature, and 32-bit float. You don't need to think about the levels. You can just record. Someone screams, "Hello everyone!" You can still save it in post. You can even shoot 32-bit float while connecting an external microphone to the mini jack input.
And it's going to be coming a 32-bit float XLR interface as well.
That's true. So actually throughout this Nikon ZR series we made, we had one episode dedicated for sound. Is the built-in microphone good enough so you don't need an external microphone? Sounds really ambitious.
So let's just increase the audio like distortion as much as I can so that it will really distort, and we can see if we can save it in post.
Okay, just basically make it as bad as possible.
Yeah. Okay. Loud test.
Hello everyone, welcome to this video. We are in Norway, in Oslo. We're recording a video. This is very loud. I don't know if you can save this in post, but let's try.
Yeah. So that's not usable. This is how we recorded it, super loud. But what I can do is just pull it down, wait for it. Oh, are we getting there? So like this maybe would be good.
Hello everyone, welcome to Oslo in Norway. This is the capital of Norway and we are recording a video testing the sound. This is very loud.
Great.
So now it's back.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Another thing with the microphone, as I mentioned, is this OZO technology from Finland, from Nokia. It actually uses these two microphones to imitate a shotgun microphone or a binaural sound, capture behind, around, like all different features. Unfortunately, it only works in H.265, so not in RAW. Of course, Marius also said, it won't replace any external microphone, but as a backup, as something you just pull out.
Vlogs and stuff, I'd say it's good enough. Yeah.
Or if you're going to sneak the camera into the police station and you want to hide and still get quite good sound.
Okay, cut.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Now it feels like I'm standing here, like and Kim is over there.
I also did some shots to try to hear what it sounds like when the ball is bouncing behind the camera. So let's have a listen to that. It does sort of feel like you're there and watching it, right?
It feels like I just arrived at the sound studio and you have been editing this in surround.
Yeah.
Before I came
mixing
here.
the bouncing back and forth.
Yeah.
So the sensor itself is a 6K sensor, and it can also downsample, as far as I've understood, down to 4K if you want that, and shoot in red RAW. And if you shoot in 4K 120, then it will crop into the sensor into a 4K image. So that's basically like a Super 35 crop, but it's still, from our test, a very high quality, nice 4K 120 image, but it is cropping in, just so you know.
Quite high bitrate, and that's a good thing. We could see that the musk oxen, we shot them with all their hair moving in the wind, and it looked quite nice.
Yeah, it's a very simplified interface, so you don't have a whole lot of dials, and they have some customizable buttons on top.
You were a bit worried about the startup button.
I don't like buttons to turn on stuff. I like switches. But here they went for a button. It worked surprisingly well, I would say, because the startup time of this camera is so good.
Or we shot an interview in ProRes, and it was just recording for a long time. We could not hear any fan noise.
Yeah, because there are no fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't do any scientific tests, but it never overheated for all of our usage, which is nice. We shot a lot. We shot long takes in full resolution 6K.
Nikon asked me to make something with the camera, and there was an ice cream store close to my home, which I wanted to shoot at, because they make the ice cream from scratch. It would be fun to film them making ice cream. It would be fun to see all the different ice cream, the details, the colors, and and just bring a team, the crew, and to light it up and see what we could do in one day with the camera. Okay, so now we are at Vito's ice cream shop. We are at the kitchen. We're gonna make like a sunrise look. So let's see how that goes. Even though I did not need to rig up the camera, I wanted to do a little bit of rigging because I wanted to shoot with a rig that it's been a while since I've used. So is it worth bringing something big like this on set? And how much can this gain the video quality? I wanted the commercial to like build up in a way where it gets more and more playful during the commercial. So it starts a little bit calm, we're making ice cream, and then when we get into the shop and people coming to buy ice cream, I want it to be like playful, zooming in, moving with all the colors. And of course I wanted to shoot everything in red RAW. It was 6K, 50 frames. So to say everything. Some was shot in 25 frames as well, but red RAW 60 frames. The first shot, I was thinking you can stand here. Yes. And then I'm gonna do the shot several times. A wide shot, you see the whole kitchen. Yeah. Then I'm gonna move closer and closer. There's a lot of things. He needs to prepare the ice cream and stuff. And this is like handmade with perfection. We need some props, some colors, and also his costume. He has like 2 jackets. We're sending the signal from the camera to a monitor so everyone can see what's going on. I ansiktet der, så skal jeg bare se I kamera. Kan vi si her da, Leander? Hvordan da? Da kan vi begynne fra starten igjen. Og action! So while you're filming, you see new stuff. So just be prepared that you might need to change some angles sometimes. That's what we're going to do now. We're going to try and find a new angle. So it's nice actually to have this rig as well. It's easy to just move the camera around. But it's this combined with the image stabilization and autofocus, very good. Vær så god. Takk. Bra. Fint. Vi litt sånn midt I mens han lager isen. Okay, we finished the kitchen scene, the sunrise scene inside the kitchen. Now we're changing the lights to a little bit later in the day. It's daytime and we are getting all the ice cream into the cafe. Fernando kommer rullende med is rundt hjørnet, og så hjelper han med å putte det over. That one, number 3. Yeah. Ja, jeg tar den. Okay, this is the last scene for today. We're going to just film some shots of someone bringing takeaway from the ice cream shop. So we had some people sitting here. I was thinking to do this handheld. The only thing we need extra is an ND. So I'm going to add this clamp-on matte box with the variable ND inside. And if Leander wants to see the shot, I can just show him on the screen because it's very big. Ja, her? Ja, bra. Men gjerne litt innover der. Hæ? Gjerne litt innover, altså. Ja, men går ikke det ut I elv der, da? Nei, det ikke elv. Det en bekk. We want to add the sun in the forest and try to hide it behind some trees to just get a little nice.
Anders, jeg setter den her, jeg.
Ja, kanskje litt mer til den. Går det fint?
Ja, ja.
Yeah, we're gonna have a sun from behind coming in here. Make it more dimensional. Lander has a laver as well, so you can hear him struggle in the forest. Må jo få det til å stå også. Vær så god. Dere begynner liksom å ta litt Det er fint, Kim. It's a wrap. Yay. Good job, Leander. Thanks for lighting. Thanks for making this fake sun. It's actually raining today. We made it look like sun. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the raw files.
Yeah, so the red raw files is Nikon's own flavor of red raw, so it's called R3D NE, Nikon edition or something. And at the moment, because we are using this before the launch of the camera, then it's not supported in DaVinci Resolve. Nikon says it's going to be an update as soon as the camera is launched. So we had to go into Red's own software, a beta version of that, which is Red Cine X Pro, something like that, where we could change the raw settings, like change the ISO, change the white balance. Fortunately, you shot everything as it should be, so we didn't have to do any changes in there. Then we just batch export everything into ProRes 4444. You could choose the red gamma and the red gamut, so that basically the log that you get from red cameras, and then you can pull that into DaVinci Resolve and edit. And the red log is so widely used in the industry that it's really easy to grade, and it works with all the different plugins and everything. So
We were in a rush, so I quickly edited this commercial. So it's not done yet, but at least you can see some of the shots and judge by yourself what you guys think. So here it comes.
Fronteggiamo la sventura, buia, solo stelle nulla più, prova di coraggio, di virtù, curri non vi sono più. Ora presta il fianco all'avventura, trova esperto e gioia per l'onor, passaggio verso sud, guida senza indugio né pietà. Luce di diamante di splendor, brucia quella fiamma, quel calor, pronta per lottare, sogna sempre per la libertà, per la libertà.
We know a lot, but not everything. So we're looking forward for more videos, people really digging deep into this camera and all the codecs. So just search on YouTube, there's probably gonna be more videos very soon.
So if you want to see the whole series, it will be launched on the Nikon Europe's YouTube channel once per week from the launch of the camera today.
Yeah, today actually the first episode is out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so check out the series in the link in the description, and also the camera, of course, is a link to the camera. And we will be at IBC, so come by the Nikon booth. Actually, Nikon and Red booth is it now. Yeah. And we might see you there. And thanks for watching. We'll be back with more videos. A lot of videos, actually.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, it's line up, it's coming. So subscribe, and also if you haven't seen the latest video, the Godox, we shot a music video, check it out here, and where I filmed snails. It's probably somewhere here. Okay, ha det bra!
Yeah.